From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Tuesday, January 15th, 2019. Silver is trading at $15.68 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,293 per ounce. Smart cash is trading at 1.3 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $3,685. Antiwar.com reports just one day after the U.S. State Department began calling for Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido to seize power, Guaido was arrested by the Bolivarian National Intelligence Service. He was reportedly released later in the day. President Nicolas Maduro was recently elected to a second term in office. The U.S., however, says they will never recognize those results and has said Guaido's proposal to name himself interim president would be the way to restore democracy after the low turnout in Maduro's re-election. Over the last few days, Guaido has urged the public into the streets to endorse his takeover and also encouraged the Venezuelan military to support the idea. Maduro is accusing him of sowing discontent. Communications Minister Jorge Rodriguez said the arrest of Guaido was arbitrary and had never been ordered by the government. At the same time, Iris Varela, the minister who oversees Venezuela's prisons, said Guaido should name his cabinet quickly so she knows who is going to prison with him. The Trump administration has long been keen on regime change in Venezuela, and President Trump has spoken favorably of the idea of a military coup in the country. This public position has allowed Maduro to paint his opposition as part of a U.S.-backed effort at installing a puppet.
Smart Cash is a peer-to-peer digital currency that is fast, secure, and easy to use. Smart Cash is building a foundation that can support daily transactions for people everywhere. One feature that sets Smart Cash apart is the Smart Hive governance model and how the community can vote to fund the best projects with block rewards stored in the Smart Hive project treasury. Unlike other cryptocurrencies with voting systems, Smart Cash allows everyone to participate. One smart equals one vote. Learn more at smartcash.cc.
UPI reports the U.S. Supreme Court declined on Monday to hear a case challenging President Donald Trump's appointment of acting Attorney General Matt Whitaker. Trump appointed Whitaker, who was chief of staff to former Attorney General Jeff Sessions, in November. In making the appointment, Trump passed over Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. Opponents of the move argued Whitaker was unqualified for the position and not confirmed by the Senate. The challenge argues that Rosenstein automatically should have become Attorney General when Sessions stepped down, and that Whitaker's appointment violated the appointments clause of the Constitution. It also contended that Rosenstein's name and not that of Whitaker should be listed on the case. The refusal of the court to rule indicates there will be no future court challenge of any of his rulings as acting Attorney General. Attorneys argued that if the court declines to resolve this question immediately and instead determines several months in the future that Mr. Whitaker's appointment was always invalid, then unwinding all of those personal orders would be a fraught and disruptive exercise that could embroil the federal courts in innumerable collateral disputes. A similar case is pending in Maryland federal court. On Monday, the High Court also declined to hear the challenge to the board powers of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. It argues the agency violated the constitutional separation of powers. Justices also refused to hear a case involving Montana's campaign finance laws, which was brought by a man who said the state's contribution limits, among the lowest in the United States, are unconstitutional under the First Amendment.
In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake Security Company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. But at what cost? And can anyone stop him? Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores.
Reuters reports, according to a lawsuit filed on Monday by porn actress Stormy Daniels, Ohio police were politically motivated when they arrested her at a strip club last year. Daniels is the porn star who was described as having an affair with President Donald Trump. The Columbus Vice Unit officers who arrested Daniels on July 12, 2018 were registered Republicans, as is the president, according to Daniels, whose real name is Stephanie Clifford. The lawsuit was filed in federal court in Ohio. The legal action against the officers could bring to light further details about the circumstances of Daniels' arrest, which made headlines at the time. Columbus police had accused Daniels of committing a misdemeanor sex offense while performing at the club Sirens by touching 3 customers who were undercover Vice detectives. The charges were dropped hours later. Daniels had committed no crime because she did not perform regularly at the club, which was required under the law. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.